Hey, and welcome back to Explain 11, and welcome back to the Australia series. And today we are in the Emperor chain 105 from Xcrafter, and yeah, probably actually it should be a 190, but I have the 195, and I don't care. So we're gonna fly as Virgin Australia today from Brisbane. Last time we flew to Brisbane as Dash 8, and because I flew so much as Dash 8 the last 3 weeks, I thought it's time to spice things up, and I got back to the Emperor because it's actually fitting, because Virgin Australia is doing this flying once a day to Newcastle, I think it's Wiliamtown, yeah, Newcastle Wiliamtown, and we're gonna fly there today as Virgin Australia 1100, and they use once an 737 and the other day the Embraer, and we're gonna use the Embraer because 737, I don't know, I think I was today for an Embraer instead of the small planes. I'm for the small planes right now. I think right now everyone noticed that already, that I'm more the guy for smaller regional planes than bigger one. Okay, 737 is not that big if you compare it to 747 or 777, but it's bigger than this one. And yeah, let's get into the plane. I turned on the power and the TPU already because I needed to check an approach, because for some strange reasons my approach is not that I'm should use for my sit is not in here. So the flight plan for today should be this one, from Brisbane to Williamtown Airport via HUUGO and GAMBL, then GFN, and then KPM. Normally Virgin Australia is using the direct route via this airway, but I thought I'd take the more scenic route along the coast, and instead of turning them left here, somewhere here, I think it's here, yeah, at Timbo, we're gonna just follow along the coast and fly directly towards the airport. It's of course a little bit more scenic than the other approaches and other not other approaches than the other flight, because the other flight is just straight. And here we have a really nice curve actually that we're gonna fly along the coast, and I like that. Weather-wise, you may notice there are some issues in that segment, but it should be fine. This sit that we should use today would be HUUGO 5, but HUUGO 5 is not in here. So if you maybe notice, there's no HUUGO 5. That means that I needed to do a workaround, so I took left 4, and after Manly, that is actually in our but we just fly straight to HUUGO like it should be. So I set it in, but that's a thing that we're gonna talk later on when we talk about the flight like that. First of all, we're gonna go into the checklist and check everything. So I've done everything for the part with the batteries. So we're gonna go for the fuel and DC pump. They're coming on. Then the windshield wipers are off. We may notice that. And the hydraulic pumps coming on auto. The landing gear lever is down. The power plant starts and stops are on stop. The thrust lever is on idle. The battery 1 and 2 are ones. APU generator is not on because APU on for now. No, this is on, but APU of course. And electric power and air conditioning established. Pre-flight procedures. Now we can talk about that. And I opened the default FMC because I'm used to use that when you fly with the Superjet or the Dash 8, and it's the main planes that I use right now. And so right now, as I said, I have already one fix in here. Probably can I go? No, because the flight plan is not loaded. But route audits on. Weird. Oh. It deleted the waypoint that I introduced. Thanks! So, save HUUGO. Then we're gonna use an airways after HUUGO, of course. And we're gonna use... Oh, of course, I closed Sky Vector. We're gonna use W760. Oh, stupid. That's a scroll menu. Of course, we have a scroll menu. I said that I'm not used to this anymore. GAMBL. Then Airways. 23. VPN. FN. Then for you 406 KPM. And KPM is a direct towards the airport. Actually, it's not directly to the airport. Why the fuck does it tell me that it's a direct? I just checked that. That's not a direct. That is Airways. That's an actually Airways. Some such reason is telling me I use a direct. Thank God. So we're gonna use Airway 196. I hate that I split it up. Probably I chose the wrong ACPOD instead of Tramso ACPOD. Oh, yes, ACPOD. Okay, and then we're gonna use Airway. We'll use 703. I hope no. Ways. Wonka. Oh, am I stupid? I'm actually stupid. Did I tell you that? Wonka's right. And then email. Good. Safe. Then okay, we're gonna fly with flaps 3. Then that should I need to actually change that real quick. Give me 2 seconds. I forgot. Bring in the weight and balance. Oh, I actually could do that now, right? Weight and balance. So we have a block fuel of 5011. Then we have payload. I think that's right. Hope I have. Yeah, that's right. No, that's not right. Oh. Yeah, overweight. I know that we have an overweight. Don't tell me that. I noticed that already. I always the wrong numbers in there. Flight changes, and we're a little bit late. Then otherwise I should be already in the air, but it's not that bad. At least we get some sunlight up. We have a little bit later. So the flight level for the cruise today is 100. That should be updated already. Okay, then our cruise altitude average, let's give that a flight level 19. Initial cruise and final cruise, okay. Cruise speed, let's go for it. Arrival airport. Yeah, I know. Not so far right now. I've done this first. Now we can again the arrival. The arrival airport is, of course, Newcastle Wiliamtown. I'm checking real quick if there shouldn't be landing a plane right now because there is midnight. Yeah, I don't think there's a plane landing right now. Would be weird. There is a plane landing now. of the weather. I'm gonna check that a little bit later, maybe directly when I'm in the air, to check out which runway I need to choose, because right now it's not a good time. We have actually midnight. Yeah, like 11 minutes after midnight in Newcastle. And time zones are fucked if you record this shit out of Europe. But okay, the airport is in approach. I'm gonna select it later because otherwise it's gonna be serious. So cruise altitude average. Okay, that's later on own. Cruise wind, okay, and pref 3. Not in here. Okay. So execute that flight plan. Execute done. And progress ban. Quick to the map view. Get rid of the yoke real quick. Get it, yeah. And then we're gonna get rid of everything for now. Maybe TCAS and weather, it's okay. But I'll check this very quick. Oh, I should go to Milan. So, gonna fly that, then HUUGO, pull it down, and then we have YWLM. Yeah, it's right, and we have again this. I needed to change the flight average cruise, right? I hate my life. Hey, but it's. Then gonna go to ref again. I can check V2 is 129. Let's get this down to 180. Okay, I need to pre-plan the pushback. Better pushback. Gonna use. Oh, actually, I have no clue where we are right now. So, yeah, that was right. My brain was not that stupid. My brain was not that stupid, as you may know. I'm pre-planned pushback. Turn round.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Okay, let's go through the checklist. Pre-flight procedures and routes. Waypoints are entered. Waypoint altitudes entered. Cruise airspeed is entered. Cruise OT optional. Initial cruise altitude entered. Final cruise entered. Startup fuel quantity verified. Altimeters. How would it be if we go to the ATIS? Maybe they gonna tell us what is good for today, right? And why the hell is there not an ATIS frequency? Can I have an ATIS code? So from 1, and that's 125. 5.
Brisbane INTL information Delta. 1900 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility 10. Sky clear, temperature 15, dew point 14. Area QNH 1015. Arriving runways 01, 32, departing runways 01, 32. Advise on initial contact you have Delta.
Hey, we got the altimeter, it's 1015, and passenger signs. Find them. Okay. Then we got the departure reviews complete, the doors are closed, and the red beacon. Local lights and red beacon coming on. parking brake is set, and before start checklist complete. Okay, before we're gonna go to the startup checklist, I'm gonna set this real quick up. So altitude's gonna come up to 109, and then FMS instead of nav mode, of course. Then first setting to 16. If I can add the heading select, of course. 15. Good. Okay. Not that bad. Measure. And there we go. Actually, auto brake is RTO. I'm gonna check this before anything. Okay. Let's get the APU on. Or we get out. Started. Get plates to APU. 5%, 75%. Good. Get rid of the GPU and of course toggle the GPU off. We don't need that anymore. And plan again. And the better pushback car.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Then let's go through it. AC power is already on auto. The true knobs coming all on auto. They're all on auto. Okay, the nav lights coming on. The APU is started. Bleed area is on APU. Display is on. Verified detect. The engine 1 and 2 ignition auto. Before we're gonna do that, I'm waiting when we back. Right.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while it is doing its thing, I'm gonna check real quick everything, of course, again. So I need to go to flaps 3 later on. Okay, I cannot say 3 right now for some strange reasons. And I need...
Connected and bypass.
Okay, why the fuck are these...
Parking brake.
Turn around, I don't know. If something looks a little bit weird, like this red with this weird black dots, it's because of the reshade that I use. It's the Technicolor sharpness thing that's actually really good for nights, and because we are on dawn, you know, it's actually not that bad in the morning, so we have not a bad good lighting so far. So the sharpness with a little bit of lightning is a good way to work around with it. So let's get this both on auto, of course, and now I start engine number 1. When engine number 1 is stabilized, we're gonna bring in engine number 2, of course. I have no idea how I could live without Better Pushback. Better Pushback is such an amazing plugin. Thank God to the guy that develops Better Pushback. If you wanted to charge money for it, I'm open for it. Totally. So amazing. It can compare to JSX and shit like that. Totally. If not, it's already better in the pushback part.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set. And then we're gonna bring on
Disconnecting
engine
tow.
number 1.
Stand by.
Engine number 1 starting. Okay. Engine 2 is stabilized. That were 2 good start on both engines. Okay, APU can come off. And the
Tow is disconnected.
air conditioning
has been removed. Hand
coming
signal
to
on the
both.
left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And the pegs are... I think that's on, right? I have no clue until now if this is on or off. If someone knows, please tell me, but it should be on, right? After start checklist, flight controls. Wait a second. Seconds. Hydraulics. There we go. Pull left, to right, pull up, pull down, center, right, left, right, center. Good. Pitch is trim, pitch and trim 0 and green. The takeoff data is verified and the ACAS checked. Shoulder hardness on, flaps are on 3, and after checklist is complete. Before takeoff, we're gonna do this, of course, before we actually hit the takeoff. I'll bring on the taxi light and let's travel to runway 01. I need to talk today. I don't know why, but my brain is dead. I don't know why. Okay, we're now gonna follow. Is it C6? Yeah. I'm gonna turn now to the right, and then we're gonna follow taxiway C6. This one. Okay. Down. Map again. That's actually right. I think so. So C6 should actually go further than this. But okay. Some reason it isn't. Seems like the layout is different of the yeah, the layout is different than it should be. Okay, in the real world the C6 seems like C6 is going straight. My charts is telling me that C6 has a connection between these two, but on a scenery that I use, it isn't connected, so we need to go to the left and follow Bravo instead. Follow Bravo instead. Not that bad. And yeah, that is the international terminal. We were at the domestic terminal. That's the international terminal, and normally they are connected with the Bravo, no, Charlie 6, or better, the Charlie, the whole Charlie taxiway. What is Bravo? It's Bravo taxiway actually. Okay, Bravo. They are connected with Bravo, and we are now on Alpha, of course. Because my brain cannot read the chart today, but still it should be shouldn't working. But yeah, I don't care. It's a free. Everything that I'm using for the exploration of Australia is not a single payway DLC. And it's just amazing. If you see, for example, the Sydney airport or something like that, or the Melbourne airport, they're amazing. And if you see what you get, or everything what you get free and explain instead of P3D, it's just amazing. And even the planes, in my opinion, as more as I fly Explain 11, I like Explain more than P3D. Of course, we have good planes in P3D, and we have amazing scenery builders like Fly Temper or Obex, but what do you get for your money? I would say like that, in Explain 11. It is just an amazing platform. It's like always, every platform has its pros and its contras. And for me right now, for the planes that I like to fly, Explain offers more than P3D, because we have, of course, the Majestic not updated now, not a single Airbus, and shit like that. And as long as we don't have an Airbus or a Majestic updated, I'm probably more of the Explain guy. But okay, enough talk about that. Let's go through the checklist. Before Takeoff checklist, Takeoff minimum fuel quantities verified, transponder coming to TA all. Then the auto brakes come to RTO, the speed brakes getting armed, and the before takeoff checklist is complete. And we're gonna check really quick the TO config. That could be a little bit of...
Takeoff. Okay.
Okay, sometimes it's clunky to hit, so I'm always happy when I can hit it. So let's get on the YWLM and taxi onto the runway, get rid of the taxi lights, bring on the landing lights, get on the strobes, and we're good to go. Gonna turn on the nav mode directly. Options, range getting in decrease to 2 nautical miles, and then there we go. Actually don't want to go with Toga on this plane, but because it feels a little bit overpowered. I don't know, I never was in an Ember, in an E-Jet, in an ERJ 190 or 70, and it feels like if I use Toga, it's too powerful. It's totally too powerful. I don't know why, but it feels like that. So 129 was the V2, and 113, 24 is actually V1. Okay, and rotate. Okay.
V1. Rotate.
Okay.
V2.
Rotate. I should rotate, of course. Okay, is that right?
Gear, landing gear,
Yeah. We are up. Don't complain. We're up. Okay. Get one flap up. Down to 2. Turn right. Flaps down to 1. Flaps up. Disarm the speed brakes. Parking brake. Of course, parking brake. The auto brake is already off, and now is the part where I need to fiddle around. Get this up to 220. Bring in the flight level change. Autopilot is coming on, and now it should doing it on its own when it's doing it. Of course, get a plane up. I told you to do flight level change, and we are at 225 instead of 220. I think raise the throttle because now we can do that, of course, and clean up the plane. So The landing gear is up. Actually, I can open that. We're going after. Because the landing gear is up, flaps are up, and after takeoff, checklist is complete. That's really great. Get a wing view of the airport. It looks amazing. I like the lights. I totally like the lights. It's very weird, but I like the lights of the airport. This sphere of an airport. And in the background, you have Brisbane. It looks amazing. I would like to fly to the to Brisbane once, or actually to whole Australia. But it's so fucking far away. So far away. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you with this view a little bit, and then we're gonna see us again, of course, at the approach for Newcastle, of course. In the meanwhile, we're gonna turn towards the waypoint HUUGO, of course. So, see you in a bit. Okay, and we're back. We're already down to 5,200 feet actually, and are fully into our approach for Wiliamtown, Newcastle, and I'm gonna bring you the update real quick what we're gonna do. So we're gonna land on runway 30. That means that we come in via the NDB YWLM, then turn to the left towards 136, follow this for a bit and add 4.5 nautical miles. We're gonna turn around towards the runway and then follow that until we have the runway inside, of course, and start our approach. The barrel and shit like that is set, so no need for that. I decrease the descent a little bit. In the meanwhile, it's so dusty all the time, and I don't know, it's the mist is always so thick. I don't know, it seems like that's the weather that is X-Plane generating right now a lot. That's might be the reason why I want X-Enviro. The flight plan's a little bit fucked because I yeah, fight all the time with the FMS at the point when you try to get something new in it after you initialize the flight plan already, and that's a little bit annoying, but okay. Actually, I'm too low. I'm a little bit too low. I was calculating that a little bit different. Was a bit too slow in my opinion. Okay. So let's set everything up. So the auto brakes are already on medium, speed brakes okay. Then check that real quick. The passenger signs are on, the landing light is on, the door on, everything like that is on that we need, okay. Anti-ice is not required, okay. And there is no information. Let's get that up. The descent was already done. Landing checklist, flight intents notified. Oh no. ACAS checked. Landing, okay, that's fully landing list, before landing list. Now we come to the point where goes into YWLM. So I'm gonna let him do the circle real quick, and then when it's done the circle, I'm actually a little bit confused. What is it doing? It is doing a wrong thing. That means I'm gonna change to heading mode already, because it's actually doing a wrong thing. It's trying something that it shouldn't do, as you may noticed. So the airport is directly beneath that, of course, but it is doing something that it shouldn't do. It's trying to do it this way instead of this way, and we actually need to do that. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. And fix this, of course. Let's get the altitude down to 1,500. Get that down to 1,000 feet per minute, and we're gonna decrease the speed to 180 already. So Open the pref real quick. Pref 3. There is something is not landing waiting. Wait a second. I need to have 44878, and that is in pounds 9839999. Okay. I hope that is pounds. Okay, it's pounds. Okay, so we got a VREF of 120 by flaps full. Okay, we go 400. 127. So we go for 1.7. Let's actually get speed brakes deployed a little bit so we can get rid of a little bit of speed. And now we're gonna turn over. Probably not working, but it's okay. Because this is using local lines. Can I switch that to... Guess I didn't find an option to switch that to ADF. ADF is a thing that was always a problem when explain, at least for me. We can go down to flaps 3 directly. Get the speed brakes in. Gonna arm them again. Turn around now. Let's change the course actually to 8. 8, 3. Another flap 4. Flaps full. I was a little bit too far out, you may noticed. I put it somewhere there. It's because it has done this weird thing and I need to interrupt it. Quick. I don't know, that's the thing, this FMS of, I don't know. Maybe because I'm used to the default FMS and I get issues like that because I'm using too much default FMS. There's the airport and also the runway. Probably that's the reason why I have these issues. That's the runway, right? It's so foggy that I don't tell if that's the runway or not. Because I don't have the runway. I have the airport inside, but not the runway, and I don't see... Oh, that's the runway, right? Yeah, that's... There, runway is inside. If I haven't measured where it is, I'm gonna bring the gear down, but because in the moment that we're gonna turn around, gonna full landing mode, technically. And 5 nautical miles. Okay, and throttle down to 7. And we're gonna disconnect. For some reason it disconnected the autopilot on its own, probably because the speed. With the speed, it's telling me that I'm too slow, but the measured landing speed Now we're gonna do our left turn towards the runway. Increase the power, otherwise I descend too much. Seems like that it's totally not the right VREF. Seems to be totally not the right VREF. Because I'm dropping so much altitude when I'm going slower. That's a thing then, right? Yeah, it's the red, so no descent below because of that. But I don't try to do that with the revive of 127. I'm gonna stick with 136 to take that instead of now I have the runway properly in sight. I can send to the airport. Wow. That was a hard landing again. Any knots? 60 knots. Was actually from the vertical speed not that hard. It was only okay, only it was 300 around when I glanced at it at touchdown, so the sound was maybe harsher than it was actually. That's coming on. The APU started. Get everything in. Get the reversers of course out. For some strange reason I turn them on again. Okay, landing after landing checklist, transponder is coming and by. Then the flaps are coming up, APU is on, and after landing checklist is late. Parking checklist is coming a little bit later, of course. Let's check on the left. As far as I know, on the left side we have the is there. I think we need to go to the right side because the left side, as far as I know, is the military base. Let's glance at that really quick. Yeah, that's the military base side, and we're gonna go there. With that star, because I'm already pissed about the landing a little bit. I don't know. I'm less last month or something like that. I totally missed my landings all the time in every video, and of course also in the normal flights that I do. I don't know why, but I miss all landings for some strange reason. It's like I'm coming in. I always think I come too slow in, and then I turn up and again, and then I hover, and then the next time I try to don't hover, and then I'm going too fast and then I'm coming down like a rocket and hit it hard. I don't know, it's... In last month I'm so weird with the landings. Sometimes then I have these creases around touchdowns with, for example, the A330, and I don't understand that. But it seems like it was a little bit fucked because of the pitch that the autopilots already got in, because I was on a 9 pitch. And I probably didn't need the 9 pitch. And it was because of this weird 120, with this weird 126 VREF that was totally not working out. And I was on full, flaps full. Totally was on flaps full. I don't know, was a little bit weird, but okay. So, how the hell do we... What is that? Or... For some reason my head is a little bit weird. Okay, probably go down this one like that. Yeah, and for some reason you have again a laggy view of the video again. Every time I go outside view lags a little bit. It's a little bit laggy sometimes. I don't know why. It is a new update of OBS again. Oh, man, I have issue to capture this in a flight in the normal view, but then I cannot get it running on this. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Okay, let's get a parking brake checklist on parking brake is set. Throttle levers are on idle. The start stopping coming to stop. Engines are cut. The passenger signs coming off. The nav, strobe, and red beacon lights coming off. Landing lights off. Taxi lights off. Logo lights can actually stay a little bit. The hydraulics off. The parking checklist is complete, and securing, we're gonna bring in the trucks and for this one, ground power unit on, and then turn in the ground power unit, turn off the APU, turn off the packs, of course, turn off the AC pumps. Okay, I go off, and CPU off, battery 1 off, and securing complete. Okay, I parked a little bit off, but okay. Okay, it was again a little bit weird in the end. I don't know why, and I hope the lag is not so hard. You noticed that maybe? I don't know. It was in the meantime, and while the flight where it starts to lag a little bit out. I don't know why. I hope it's not too harsh. And for some strange reason, I have one light sticking out here. You see that? Why the fuck is there a light? Seems like it's a reflection. This is logo lights, right? A, why is it on when the batteries are off? B, why the fucks are they? I don't ask. I stick with it. And yeah, I hope you still enjoyed this part. This time with the other plane than usual. Next time we're gonna probably fly with the 737, because then we have every plane that I could use for that series. Actually not, I have the A330 to do that. Maybe then we're gonna do a A330 flight Melbourne, Perth or something like that. I don't know. We're gonna see. But yeah, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys hopefully soon. Bye!